Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and we're back on with the Famicom repair. And if you remember from the last video, what we did was we socketed that SRAM there, and we removed those two SRAMs there, and we tested them in this working board in that socket. And doing that, we found out that both them SRAMs are absolutely fine. We also found out that these boards are an absolute pain in the backside to work on, especially with a manual desoldering pump like that one. It's an absolute pain in the backside to work on these boards with that kind of desoldering equipment. And I had to take out the PPUs which were here. So I have got to fully admit now I cheated, and I used oops, let's try and move you around. I used that little baby there. This is my actual proper desoldering equipment. It's a pace desoldering station. It does a lot more than I've just got. Basically the one hand piece for it. I did buy this second hand. They were many thousands new. I do have the one hand piece for it, but this thing will run a ball mill, it will run heated tweezers, it will run a soldering guy, and you name it. It's the bee's knees. It really is like top of the well, it was top of the range when it came out. This particular unit's from around 1979, so it is getting on a little bit, but testament to the quality, it is still working brilliantly. This went through the postal service, got dropped, got battered. The actual motor inside it broke loose. All the rubber mounts inside for the compressor, and it broke loose, and it was all it was rattling around inside when I got it. Some new rubber mounts in there, and like I said, it's as good as it was when it was bought. Absolutely fantastic piece of kit. But anyway, using that, I whipped out the PPUs there, and as you can see, hopefully this is coming out on the camera. I've honestly got as much light as I possibly can up here. If I need more light up here, I'm going to need sunglasses to be able to see. But I will need to get a better camera, I think. But anyway, let's get back onto this. I whipped the two PPUs out. I have put two 40-pin sockets in the boards. This board on this side is the board we know works. The board on this side is the board which we are trying to get working. So what I'm going to do now is we'll just we'll put this one out of the way for the time being. Let's try and just move the camera a little bit because I need a little bit more room to work. Let's try that there. Hopefully you can see this okay. Like I said, I'm struggling for light. I will have to try and get a better camera, something that'll allow us to do this a little better. Let's click myself back onto my anti-static. So we've got two. I'll just put them in this little anti-static case just to for safety. This is the PPU which we expect works. This is the PPU which we are not sure about. So what I'm going to do is I will stick the known good PPU back in the known good board. But we've had this board up, and I'm putting that in the right way. Yes, I am. So let's just get that in the known good board, and we'll quickly test it before we go any further. So in you go, pop that down like that, and that's it in. We'll just put that to one side for now. Obviously, like I said, we haven't done the proper AV mod onto this yet, so we're going to have to do the dodgy again to get it to run. So I'll just tack my wires back onto the end of the PPU. This is only temporary until we've confirmed what the fault with the board is, and then we'll do a proper AV mod to these. Oh, I will say as well, I've got another one on the way. I picked another Famicom up last night on eBay. I think I paid about under 12 quid delivered to the UK. I think I paid 90p for the Famicom, and then the rest obviously the postage on it. So there we go, that's connected up. Looks like this is the good board anyway. So let's what can I unplug here? What can I unplug here? I can't unplug that. I can unplug that. I don't think we need the soldering iron anymore. So I'll unplug the soldering iron. Plug in the power supply for this. We'll switch the monitor on. I'll tilt you up a little bit so at least you can see the monitor as well, and then we'll move that so you can see it. We need the yellow wire, which is my composite. Plug that into there like that. Move them out of the way. We'll put the power in like that. Shove a game in, and hopefully it should just fire up. There we go. So we can see the PPU is definitely working. So what we will do is we'll try this working PPU in the other Famicom board and see if that brings this back, and then we'll try the PPU off this Famicom board in that Famicom board. But I said first things first, what we'll do, oh excuse me, is we will whip the PPU that we know definitely works out of this. Come on, out you come. There we go. Complete with its bodged on composite mod. There we go. We'll pop that out of there. Disconnect the power. And we can get this this Famicom board out of the way for the time being. And go up there where it's safe. We'll bring this Famicom board in. So this is the one, but before all we've ever had out of it is a green screen. So if it works now, we know we've got a PPU fault. If it doesn't work now, I said we will whip the PPU out of the other one. What's that there? Just dress this leg up because it doesn't look too happy there. A little bit of crud on that leg. Let's just try soldering that again. Just bear with me a sec, I just want to put this back on. There we are. We had a bit of crud on that leg. There we are. We'll shove that. We'll shove that in like that. There we go. And let's see what happens. We'll put a game in. And if this board now fires up, we know that the fault's with the PPU. If not, we'll try the other PPU in the other board. So anyway, let's switch on. Let's see what happens. It looks like we still get a black screen. So maybe the fault isn't the PPU then. Let's try, just before we give up, let's try the other game in. Try it again. No. We get a black screen. So it may be a may very well be a CPU fault we've got. So I think what we will do is I will need to plug my soldering iron back in because I pinched the power to power that up. Let's unplug that. Plug that back in, take the game out of there, and I'll leave that on there for safety. But I will get the known working board out, And I've got here, let's just twist you down onto us like that. And I've got here the suspect PPU, which we can shove in the working board like that. And as soon as I will whip this off here, we need to get this AV modded as soon as, because it mustn't be healthy just keep tacking wires onto the last 2 pins of this PPU, but it does work, at least for a test. Let me get some fresh solder on that iron. Yep. Take that off. There we go. And we'll go over onto the known working board with the unknown PPU on it. Okay. There we go. So we've got the tested working board with the unknown PPU. We know for a fact that this one now, that PPU definitely works, and this board so far doesn't. Hopefully this is going to now fire up with that PPU on it. At least then we know we've got 2 working PPUs, which is going to be a bonus if nothing else. So let's plug that in, connect that up, we'll shove a game in. I'll show you up like that, and let's switch on and see what happens. Switch on, and it helps if I actually put power to the Famicom, doesn't it? They don't like running without being plugged in. Ugh, I really need some more sockets in here, I think. I'm definitely running out of sockets. Where's that plug gone? Ah, there it is. They're all falling down the back of my telly. Okay, and let's try again. Switch on. And no, nothing. So it looks like, let's just double check that. Let's plug that and plug it back in again. Nada. Nothing at all. That wire's on there well enough, isn't it? I don't know anything really daft and put that in the wrong way around with it having that heat sink on it. No, because that's where I'd soldered to the previous wires to, so that can't be wrong. So there we go. It looks like we have more than one fault. We seem to have a... Oops, let's get these back down. So not only is this board unwell, it also seems that it has a bad PPU. I think what we're going to have to do next is pull the CPUs out and try swapping them between the 2 boards. Because like I said, we've definitely got an issue there. So we know this PPU works in this board, but like I said, it doesn't seem to be working in this board, and the PPU off this board is doing nothing in this board. So I think the next port of call is going to be with the CPUs off and try swapping them round. But it could well be that this has had, I don't know, someone's put the wrong power supply up it. Shouldn't really kill it because you've got a 7805, but something has definitely, could be a lightning strike, we never know. Something seems to have definitely happened to this. We know that the SRAM's alright, but it doesn't look like the PPU's working, and so we will try swapping the CPUs over next and see if the CPU's going to work. But I have a feeling that this Famicom's going to end up as a possibly a spare parts machine, which isn't a bad thing, so I don't mind picking a couple more up and having another go with a few more. So what we will do is we will probably build one good Famicom, because I still need to flog one to my mate. For now we'll probably build one good Famicom out of all the bits that we've got, and put that together for my friend, AV mod it and everything. We'll keep all the rest of the bits we've got until this other Famicom that I've bought arrives, and then we can have a go at either using the best bits out of them to make another Famicom for myself. I will try swapping these CPUs over before I do that, because I am curious to find what the actual fault is. But if it's a CPU and a PPU which have failed, that really is more than the value of the Famicom repaired. I may as well just get another Famicom and use this one as a spare parts unit. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I thought I'd just do a quick video on the old PPUs. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.